Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or for those that are brand new, hopefully you guys continue watching and subscribe. If you guys are interested in learning how to do this cute, simple, natural makeup look, which also happens to be my daily makeup routine, just continue watching and I shall show you. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is put primer on, and the primer I use is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline New York, which is this one. And I just put about a little bit on, not a lot. I don't know if you can see it, it's like this much. And I just put it over my face. After I put the primer on my face, the next step I do is I put my foundation on, which is the L'Oreal Visible Lift, and it is in the color Buff Beige. And I like to use about 2 pumps of this, and I put it in the back of my hand, and I like to kind of dab the product and just to kind of warm it up using my blending sponge. Don't judge me, I know it's dirty. I go ahead and just take a little amount and just disperse it throughout my face. I sometimes like to go a little bit lower underneath my neck just so it evens out neatly, so it doesn't look like I have 2 shades. Now the next thing I do is I go ahead and put my concealer on, and the concealer that I've been using, I kind of alternate between 2. Right now I'm going to be using the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle, and it's by Maybelline, which is this one. And then I just go ahead and apply it under where I have my dark circles. And I like to even go a little bit further down, kind of like in a little triangle shape. And I'm doing the same thing to my other eye as well. I do it as well on my forehead, just like an upside down triangle. A little line down my nose. And then I go ahead and just do it right here underneath my bottom lips. Just like a little triangle. And anywhere where I want to kind of conceal any imperfections. So it's like I have my little bright red dot right there on my face, and then I also have like a pimple here, so I want to kind of cover that. And then I go and start using my blending sponge again, just to kind of even it and blend it out. I also use my finger as well. I like to use my finger to kind of get in there and even out my concealer, and then as well as my other eye, making sure to get into my creases. And then I go ahead and use my sponge and just kind of blend it. Make sure it's blended evenly. After I put my concealer on, I know a lot of people set their makeup with a powder, or I guess you could say they bake. I don't really bake. I do use a powder to set my foundation and concealer, and I actually use the Mineral Wear Physician Formula, and this is really old. Like, you can even barely see the writing on the actual packaging. I just like it. I don't know why. I just went ahead and tried it on, and it is a natural beige. And using my fluffy brush, I just go ahead and dab a little bit of the powder onto my brush, and I tap the excess off, and I go ahead and just dab it on my eyes. I just make sure the powder is pretty much throughout my face, just to make sure that my makeup is set. And once I'm done doing that, I then go ahead and do my eyebrows. I actually use this NYC powder and brunette. It had a cream that you could use to kind of set your brows, but I didn't really like it, and it came off. But the powder, I do feel like it makes my eyebrows look more fuller and not so thin. Dab the product on there and then just begin to fill my eyebrows with the powder. And there's no really trick to this. I just literally just fill in my eyebrows just so they look a little bit more fuller. And I don't know if you could already kind of tell the difference compared to this eyebrow and this one. I did my other eyebrow off camera since I'm pretty sure you guys didn't need to see me do that one since you guys saw me do the first one. So I rarely wear eyeshadows because I have hooded eyes. That's why my makeup is very minimal and natural. But when I do put eyeshadow on my eyelids, which is really rare, I actually use the Blush Nudes by Maybelline New York, which looks like this. So right now, since I'm going for a more natural look, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this pink, and I might even like kind of mix with this more light shimmery pink. So, and the brush I'm using is from it, and it's just the airbrush shadow, or I like to call it the eyeshadow brush. And I just kind of mix the both a little bit, dab the excess, and apply it on my eyelid. And I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's just a very basic nude dusty rose eyeshadow with a little bit of shimmer, which I like. And I just try to even disperse it through my eyelid. Go ahead and do the other one. And that's pretty much it for my eyeshadow. It's very simple, very minimal. And now I go ahead and do my eyeliner. I actually use two different eyeliners. One of the ones that I recently have been using is the, I think I'm saying this right, Stila waterproof liquid eyeliner, which is really good. Normally when I put eyeliner on, they tend to wear off throughout the day, but this is the only one that actually has stayed on throughout the whole day. But if I don't want to use, you know, the liquid eyeliner, I definitely use the Carbon Black Laurier liner, and this one is just like a small little brush like this, which is good and it's easy to apply. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Stila one for this video. And I'm not really good at putting eyeliner, so it takes me a good little while to do my eyeliner. And I would love to learn how to do a winged eyeliner. I've tried. I even looked at certain YouTube videos. I cannot, to save my life, do it. So if you have a trick for people that have hooded eyes like me, please let me know in the comments below, because I've tried so many times to do a really nice winged eyeliner and I just can't. It doesn't work for me. So I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera, and I added a little bit more eyeshadow on my eyelids. And now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face, since my face is really pale and white right now, so I feel like I need some color. And I used the e.l.f. bronzer palette, and I mentioned this in one of my videos. I want to say it was my haul video, and I use this color right here. I'm using an e.l.f. bronzing brush to go ahead and apply it on my face, and I'm just dabbing a little of the product onto my brush, dabbing the excess, and then just going into my cheek. I kind of suck my cheek in, and I suck in my cheeks just to give me an idea of where I would want to contour my face. A little bit on my forehead. A little bit on the other side. Oh my gosh, I got cheeks for days, y'all. Well, and then the outline of my jaw, just to make my face look a little bit more thinner. the next thing I do is put on my highlighter. I kind of rotate between two of them. The Laura Mercier Indiscretion. It's a really pretty color. I use this one, or I use the Jaclyn Hill, and I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard of this, the Champagne Pop. This one. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my Laura Mercier one. And before I apply it on my face, I actually like to spray my brush with the NYX Dewy Finish. And then I just go ahead and with my same bronzing brush, I go ahead and dab a little bit on there, my brush. And then just put it in the high points of my cheeks. Oh, so pretty. The other side. As well as right here, just to kind of highlight your face. And for my eyelashes, I only use one mascara. I tried so many other ones, and I always come back to this one, which is the Great Lash by Maybelline. This is my favorite mascara. And go ahead and apply it. And then I go ahead and apply mascara to my other eyelash. I apply mascara under my bottom lashes as well. And I actually went ahead and put the black eyeliner under my upper eyelids off camera because I have to like lift my eyelid just to get in there, and I couldn't do that with my mirror in my hand. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my makeup with the NYX Dewy Finish. Then the very last thing I do is curl my eyelashes. For my lips, I normally use the Kylie Jenner's Lip Kit Candy K or Dolce. Today I'm actually going to use the Candy K one. So that's pretty much it. That is my everyday makeup routine / natural look. I'm not a professional at all, just so you guys know. I just thought it'd be pretty kind of neat to show you guys just the products I use and what it is my overall makeup look that I go for. And I will definitely try to link the products below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please show me some love. Hopefully you guys will subscribe. And until next time, bye.